going on, guys? Jesse at Humble Auto Spa, and today we are fixing somebody else's work. Come over here, let me show you what's up. So if you guys have been following my channel, you'll know that a couple weeks ago we did a Tri Glide in PPF, right? PPF in a ceramic coating. But unfortunately, this PPF comes to us. So our client got this bike custom painted. It's beautiful. She had it done this way, and she had it PPF from the dealer that Harley Davidson recommends here in Dallas. But come over here and let's take a look at some of this work, and I'll show you why we did things a certain way. So let's start with this front fairing. So they did this whole thing in one piece, which sounds really cool because ours, we had a seam right here and a seam right here. I'm gonna show you why we do the seam, right? So if you look at the PPF, you can see work lines where the adhesive is overstretched or it's stretched improperly, and you get these lines all through the film. And these work lines, there's actually more. Like if you come over here in this angle, you can see a bunch of these little work lines all over here, here. So they're just kind of like all over the place, right? These work lines happen because you're forcing the film to stretch a certain way that it really would rather not. And so when you force film to overstretch, or you get the film to bite too early, you get a bunch of these work lines. So even though it's all in one piece, it looks pretty ugly. So ours, the seam goes, funny enough, right on this line. You can barely even tell. So if I pull up some of this old footage of the other Tri Glide that we did, this seam here is super clean, and it certainly looks better than these work lines. Another thing we did too, this one didn't get done, is they didn't remove the windscreen. So look at this PPF, it doesn't get tucked. And whenever I say like tucked film is great because it doesn't lift, this is specifically what I'm talking about, right? So our PPF, when we did it on the Tri Glide, or the other Tri Glide, it goes up to here, right? Behind the windscreen, because we took out these little bolts. They didn't bother to do that, and now you got dirt lifting all right here. Okay, now we move on to this kind of like front fairing piece, right? So you can see you've got big old fingers right here because they didn't do a seam on this side. Weirdly enough, the right side has a seam here, but on this side, the left side, it doesn't have a seam. And so yeah, it looks really pretty when you get most of it done, but it does not look pretty when you got a big old finger like that because you're forcing the film to stretch in a way that it really doesn't want to, right? So overstretched film here, and then even over here, it wasn't sealed correctly. So come over here, let me show you this. All right, so for us, when we trim, especially on trim pieces like this, we like to trim about to here. We don't try to get it over, because when you try to get it over, you see all this dirt that's collected right here? That stuff doesn't want to stick on the back side of this. There's not enough surface area for the film to grab onto. And so it ends up lifting like this, and then it collects dirt. Once it collects dirt like this whole piece needs to be redone. All right, we got more fingers here, more fingers here. So that right there is just a poor install, right? So you're not stretching the film correctly. And also you're kind of forcing the film to go over this curved edge in one piece as well. For us, we do conservative over here. I mean, it gets pretty dang tight, and it does look really good so that you don't get fingers like this, and even over here. Check this out, right? It's super ugly, just fingers everywhere. Really nasty contaminants and fingers here. Really nasty contaminants over here as well. So just very unsightly. All right, now this one is this is just weird. So they got the PPF. Normally they would cut it out to here, but for whatever reason they thought it was a great idea to put it onto the chrome and literally leave an air bubble all over here. So this air bubble, once it dries out, you can see all this like crud that is like snuck its way into the air bubble, right? And even all this right here, you see that? All that dirt, it's stuck under. And so this right here, if you trim it, it's gonna look super ugly. For us, we go flush to here so that you do not get this air bubble and dirt and stuff trapped around the taillight. Speaking of air bubbles, here's the other taillight. You can see this stuff here looks really unsightly. This one is just bad install. I mean, this is not even to here. It's like over here. It's not even uniform too. So who quality controlled this? Who let this go out of their shop, right? So this side is trimmed up to the taillight here. Yet there's this massive air bubble just on this ridge. Just really ugly. Okay, so now we go on to these rear fenders, right? Look at these ugly looking fingers collecting dirt. They had the audacity to tell a client that these would go down with some heat. That is not true, right? So this happens when you get film to try to stretch over a curved edge in one piece, and you subject it under too much stress. And so these stress lines right here, or they're called fingers, right? These right here will never heal. And so that's why for us, when we do it, we seam it about here, right? So there's a piece here, and then there's a big piece here. That way you don't get these fingers, and it just looks extremely unsightly. So today we're gonna be peeling all of this old paint protection film off. We're gonna be going nice and slow. That's with a steamer, all right? So we're gonna use a steamer, nice and slow, gently lift off this old PPF. Thankfully, it's not too old, so hopefully they didn't use a cheap film either, but I guess we're gonna find out as we remove it. We're gonna be doing a paint correction on this trike to get rid of any type of swirl marks, leftover residue before we seal it in. And then finally, we're gonna be fixing and replacing all of that old PPF with our quality Ultra Fit paint protection film, and then sealing it in with a Next Gen ceramic coating. So just like with any vehicle in the shop, we got to start with a great wash. We're going to go through and wash the Tri Glide, starting with the wheels and tires. We got a bucket for that. We got 2 buckets for the paint. Because this car has all custom paint, it is very important to us to take it easy when we're washing. We got to be careful to make sure we don't accidentally scratch something during the wash process, which is why we do the 3-bucket wash. It's just the safest way to wash paint without risking damaging it any further, even though we're going to be doing a paint correction and removing any of this old paint protection film before we start our work. Wash is only the first step of our prep process. With this vehicle, because we're fixing and removing old PPF, we have to carefully remove different pieces of trim like the windscreen, the taillight trim, but then we also are going to be removing that film using steam. Steam is very important when we're removing paint protection film because it allows us to safely heat up that film and lift it off. The steam also reactivates the adhesive and it allows for a lot smoother when we're peeling so that we're not scraping off a bunch of old adhesive and gunk. So using steam to gently remove PPF is the safest way to remove old film. And in doing so, we can preserve that fantastic custom paint job on this trike. With all of the paint protection film removed, we're gonna go through and prep this paint even further by doing a paint correction. Paint correction is where we take a polisher and we polish out things like swirl marks, minor scratches, maybe some water spots that are stuck in the paint. This is all to ensure that we're not sealing in any type of contaminants or any type of blemishes that are in the paint. And this step here ensures that this custom paint job is going to pop prior to us sealing it in. With all of that prep out of the way, it's time to finally lay some paint protection film. We're gonna be starting with the front fairing first. Because we removed the front windshield, we're able to get that film under and tucked into that recess area. This is really great because tucked film is less likely to catch and lift. It also looks really pretty because you can't tell that there's a seam there. On the front fairing, speaking of seams, we actually do this part in 3 pieces because if you look at this front fairing, it is a very curved piece. Now, can you get it in 1 piece? Sure. Should you get it in 1 piece for durability's sake? Maybe, maybe not, right? If you look at this film that we removed previously, the other shop tried to do it in 1 piece, but because they're forcing the film to lay in a way that it really doesn't want to, you get what are called work lines, which look like little indents in the film where the perimeter of the film hasn't adhered yet and you force it to squeegee down. You're like literally forcing it like this, right? But in doing so, you get these work lines and we're trying to avoid any of those defects. With this trike being custom paint, our client already paid to have this thing sanded out. It doesn't make sense to install more kind of surface blemishes or defects in the film, right? She's just trying to protect it, but what good is protection if it looks terrible? So in doing it in 3 pieces, we're able to mitigate that stress and not piss off that film as we're laying it down so that the film goes exactly where it needs to go without being overly stressed out, reducing the work lines that might happen in the film. Moving on to the fenders, you can see because we've stretched the film appropriately across the round fender, we're able to get that film to lay in 1 nice piece. With the old film that we removed, you can actually see that because they didn't stretch it across that fender correctly, some of that film, due to the tension, started lifting, which are called fingers. Because we're stretching that film across that fender appropriately, reducing the tension, we're not gonna get those problems with our new film. Not only do we have to get the stretch across great, but we also have to make sure our alignment is good too. So on the back part, you can see this taillight, there's a little cutout where that taillight needs to go. Now previously, I don't know why they did this, but whoever installed the PPF last time put that cutout over that chrome trim. That doesn't make sense to me, right? In doing so, they locked in a bunch of dirt right on the perimeter of that chrome trim, but for us, our cutout goes flush. With our cutout, it goes right around that light perfectly, so you don't get that overhang going over that aluminum trim, meaning no air bubble, no dirt and grime to show. With all of the paint protection film installed, baked, and sealed, it's time to ceramic coat the entire thing. Now, ceramic coatings are designed for chemical protection, so that means bug guts, bird poop, tree sap, dirt, and grime. Our client takes their trike cross country, and so it's important to have good bug gut resistance because you don't want those bugs staining the paint protection film in the paint. And so with the ceramic coating, because it builds a non-stick layer of chemical protection, those things are less likely to stain and damage the surfaces, keeping the trike clean even on long trips. With the ceramic coating, we're going to be laying it on all of the paint protection film. We're going to be laying it over all of the paint. We're going to also lay it onto the wheel faces. So this is going to be really great. Everything is going to get ceramic coated so it's treated and it stays clean. Talk about the PPF turn, right?
Yes. Oh my.
Can you tell where it is?
No, I can't. Oh, I felt it right there.
Right on the edge.
Oh my, look. There's no bubbles in it.
Yeah.
Oh my. This is fabulous. Oh my gosh. This looks like a brand new bike. Look, just feel the paint.
Slick, right?
It's slick.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, and look at the gas tank.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is gorgeous. That is so, y'all did a fabulous job. Okay.
And there you guys have it. That is paint protection film and ceramic coating on this trike. Unfortunately, our client paid for this service twice. Don't pay twice for a service, bring it to the pros, do it once, right? You saw how we did it. You saw the work that we had to fix. This is why our clients trust us to do work on more complex vehicles like this Harley Davidson trike. So if you've got a trike or a motorcycle or any other cool vehicle that you want to get done by the pros, bring it to us. We can clearly do our jobs really great. I am so happy we got to service our client. She was really glad, and I'm super happy that we can service her. And if you've been following my channel, we actually service her brother's trike too. So we've done a lot of these Harley Davidsons, and so we're familiar with the platform. Projects like this will generally take anywhere between 4 and 5 business days, depending what we run into, but the results are always worth the wait.
I'm here to tell you, everybody right now needs to subscribe to Humble Crew. Right now, it's the best thing you'll ever do. Not just motorcycles, but cars too.